back to my channel. So for this video I'm going to show you my shop my stash items. We're not going to do a look with them in this video, but I'm just going to show you what I have popped into it. Now probably for the beginning of the year with videos, it's going to be some first impressions or using makeup that I have collected or been gifted on my birthday, which is in December, or for Christmas, and then we'll move on to different things. Unfortunately, I do not have the spondulics to go and do lots of hauls, which would be great if I could, but I might be able to do the odd one now and again. I'm going to try and get the Sephora beauty kit now and again, even though the fact that they use Every puts me off, because when they changed over from Feel Unique to Sephora UK, I actually paid the £13.95 to get a beauty kit, and I have still not received it to this day, which is the 2nd of January 2023. However, Sephora did refund me, but that's beside the point. So it does kind of put me off. But let's hope and pray that Every get better this year, or companies stop using them. That would be even better. So we'll have them maybe now and again. And as I say, if I go to anywhere and get little bits and bobs, there shall be that. But yeah, unless I come into a fortune, which I doubt is going to happen, we'll just have to bear with on the content. So this is my little makeup bag that I keep here on my desk, and what I do is I go through all of my complete collection and I interchange and swap things in and out, because that's the best way for me to make sure that I'm using everything that I own. It also lets me try all the different things and then I'm not getting bored and fed up. So I know some people tend to, they would use this for like the month, but I think what I will do is I'll probably use it for a couple of weeks and then I will swap it out. So let's just dive in and I'll show you what I have picked out and put in no particular order. So I've picked out my Wilderness palette by Beauty Bay because it's needing some use. I absolutely adore Beauty Bay palettes. Not only are they good quality, but they're also highly affordable, and they're just the best. In this palette though, of course it was the greens that attracted me to this palette. I actually got this for my anniversary last year. Was it last year it came out? The years go so quickly, but I think it was last year. The only tones I never use is this bottom row, because for me personally, I don't like reds and pinks on me. But I have to say, with this palette, I'm more inclined to want to just do a shimmer all over the lid with possibly a bit of brown or these tones, or use the mattes as a liner, because that is personally the way I feel like this palette would work. So when I'm doing makeup, I'm going to try my best in the next few weeks to use this palette. I might come on and do a video using my Shop My Stash makeup, and then you might see some photographs over on my Instagram, which I will leave in the description. But if you are not following me on Instagram, my Instagram is at makeupwithjulie44. I always get so confused because I've had to change so many times my Instagram because I forget the password. But yes, so that's the palette we've chosen. I did think of getting rid of this palette many a time. I've even tried selling it on Depop. Nobody seems to buy on Depop, and I'm not going to sell things for like £1. I just don't understand how it all works. But anyway, it is this palette here. So this is the Kevyn Aucoin Jewel Pop Face and Eye palette. Now, it's not even that I dislike it, it's just I don't really grab for it. I already have this, the sculpting powder, but I quite like this rose quartz. They call it a highlighter blush. So I'm mostly thinking it for this, but I also might just give the eyes a bit of a go in that one as well. I have also, because if you're not new to my channel, I hate having too many mascaras opened, and I opened a mascara today to do a full face of first impressions. So I have this Huda Beauty Legit Lashes Mascara open. Now, I used the curl and length side, but I haven't used the volume yet. And I also have my Rare Beauty one, which I've opened in there. The primer that I've popped in is this one from Primark. It is amazing. It is only £3. If they still do it, you should totally check it out. It is the Prep and Perfect Hydrating and Refreshing Priming Gel. And it also has hyaluronic acid in it. It's really, really good. I love it. And it's very, very hydrating. So there's that. I've also popped in my Archery Brow by Soap and Glory. This is in the shade Blonde, I believe. So you get the little crayon-y part at this side. I've had this for quite a while. And you also get the clear gel. If I'm honest, I quite am enjoying just using clear gels and doing nothing else to my brows because they're a riot. But there you go. I have also popped in the Urban Decay Hydromaniac because I haven't used this enough, and it's not even that I don't like it. The funny thing with me is I love makeup. I love all things makeup and beauty. I love watching people do their makeup. It's really relaxing to me to put YouTube on and watch people do their makeup. And I love putting makeup on myself. But the way that my anxiety and that works, a lot of the time when I get up, I am not in the mood to put it on. Or when I get up because I haven't slept well, which is pretty much 24/7, I got up at 2 o'clock on New Year's Day. And I was like, what's the point of me putting makeup on just to take it off again in a couple of hours? Even though, what's to stop me doing that? But I'm like, that's the way my stupid mind works. I mean, I got up at the back of 1 today because, again, I was still awake at 5 o'clock this morning. So I really have to start using all my stuff, which is why I do the continue shopping with stash. So anyway, we've got Hydromaniac here, so I've got this one out to use. I have picked out my Park Avenue Princess bronzer. Now, I got this, I want to say 3, maybe 4 Christmases ago. And I know people will be like, you should throw that out. If products are fine, don't just throw them out, people. If you've spent your money on it or you've got it as a gift or whatever the case may be, even if you're a bigger YouTuber and you get it sent in PR and you're lucky enough that you can get it resent to you, that's fine. But if you're like myself or some other YouTubers where it's either gifted to you, like this was in one of the mystery box things to do, or the ones where you pick the items, just keep using it if it still works for you. Obviously, if it's funky, it smells off, it's gone bad, then get rid. But don't just be like, oh, I've had that for 5 years, I'm binning it. I mean, you can do that, but a lot of the time it's perfectly fine. Like, for example, this Chanel foundation, I have had this for ages. Now, my dad passed away in November 2018, and I bought it when he was still alive. So realistically, I should bin it. I don't know if you can tell, I have about this much left of it, half a bottle, and it's expensive. And I'm not just going to throw it away because it smells perfectly fine and it works perfectly fine. But what I will do is I will try my best to get this used up this year as well, because I don't just want to bin it. Whereas a lot of people would just throw that out, but it's perfectly fine. You know, I have used it recently and it didn't break my skin out, so I'm not going to throw it out. Anyway, that was long-winded. I don't know if you can slightly tell with the lighting, but it's starting to hit pan as well. So I took out that one. I also have my Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Finish Powder in here. This is a pretty new one. I have got the Ellie Girl Pro Conceal in the shade, this one's Natural. So I took this one out. And I've also taken out my Kiko one to use. I have taken, oops, thrown it away, the Glossier Cloud Paint in the shade Storm. I'm not a massive fan of this, but I'm trying to reuse. And then, believe it or not, when I said earlier in the video that I never received my Sephora beauty kit, but Sephora refunded me, when they refunded me, I decided to go into Depop myself, and I bought a Mitchell product. So this is the only one I own, but this is the blush in the shade Peach Sugar. So I've got that in there. Then I have the Revolution. This is the Eye Bright in Deep Caramel, which is the dupe for the Charlotte Tilbury Contour Wand, and that's what I use it as. So I've got that one in. And then again, I've had a lot of my MAC lipsticks for a very long time because I've been collecting them. And again, they're expensive. I spent my money on them when I was working, and I'm not just going to throw them out unless they're off or they've gone bad. And these are perfectly fine. They look fine. They smell fine. They perform fine. So I'm going to use them. So I've got Honey Love. And then the last thing that we have in the bag is my Doll Beauty highlighter palette. Again, I think I've had this a couple of years. 2020 I think I got it, but it's all perfectly fine and I'm going to use it. So that is everything that I have got there in my Shop My Stash. So are you going to be doing Shop Your Stashes this year? Do you rotate between your makeup, or are you the kind of person that just has like one of everything? As I say, I collect makeup for myself, but also because I do YouTube, I do like to collect. And I can't help it. I actually think even if I didn't do YouTube, or I was going to stop YouTube, I still would have more makeup than the average person. I've seen a lot of people doing inventory videos, and I started doing that just for myself yesterday. And the makeup group that I'm on Facebook, they kind of started that and everyone's been sharing it. So I did my primers, and I think I counted that I have 24 primers. So I don't know, let me know in the comments, do you want me to post the inventory videos here, or I can just do it for myself and put the pictures onto that group, because everybody's just kind of sharing there. I will tell you that when it comes to my blushers, if you're not new to my channel, I will have loads of blushers, because I do have loads of them. And the same when it comes to palettes. I don't think I've got like hundreds of palettes. I might have less than 100, but it's still more than the average person needs. But as I say, I get a lot of makeup in December, particularly when it comes to my birthday and Christmas, because like my partner and my best friend that buy for me, and my friend Laura, they know that I'm just easy to buy for when it comes to makeup. The only thing my partner finds is that he's like, has she got that? Has she got, I'm not sure if she's got this. But it's so easy to buy for me because I love makeup, I love skincare, that sort of thing. Even just getting me vouchers and I can get my own. So in that sense, you know, it's easy to buy for. They don't have to be like, God, what will I get Julie? You know? And even though he jokes with me and says, surely you've got enough makeup now, you don't need any more, there's always constant releases. And I know I can't afford to always get them. That's why, for example, I will show you, on Sephora, I was sent a 20% off voucher because it was my birthday in December, and they also had a sale on. So I got this palette. I know it's not brand new, but I really wanted it, and it is absolutely stunning. So it's the Rose Quartz palette. Now these are normally 50 odd quid. The only one I have ever paid full price for is the Huda Mercury Retrograde, and I got it on ASOS, and it was at the time when I could afford to, and I use it absolutely loads. I love it. And then just before Christmas, I got the Huda Naughty one brand new on Depop, again at a reduced price. So I'm going to look out now for the Empowered one. Is it Empowered one, so that I can add that to the collection. But again, I'm not going to pay full price for it. And I have got my eye on the Natasha Denona, is it the Glam Face palette in light, because I've been watching a lot of Emma's triangles over the festive period, and oh my god, the looks she did with it is stunning. And just now Cult Beauty have it with money off, so I might have to hopefully at some point get a hold of that. So yes, if you enjoyed this video, please give it a like, subscribe to my channel, share the channel out. We are nearing towards 100 subscribers now that we've had to restart this channel. If I hit 200 subscribers, or when I do, fingers crossed, I would like to do a little giveaway. It will be UK only because I can't afford to send anywhere else, I'm afraid, and I don't know what it will be yet. I made the mistake last year of trying to get to 2,000 subscribers on the original channel, which you can still go over to, and a lot of the items do have expiration dates, and a lot of it I had to quickly use up myself or get rid of because I hadn't reached that milestone. So I've decided that I am not buying anything for the giveaway just now. So when we get to it, then I will look into doing that. Anyway, I think I'll go and have myself a little bath because it's bloody Baltic. And I'll speak to you soon. Bye.